And new information tonight on a North Iowa murder suspect accused of killing this woman, 29-year-old Angela Bradbury. She was last seen alive on April 6th of last year, with details on her disappearance slim until remains found at the Cedar River Greenbelt Trail in Mitchell County were confirmed to be hers earlier this year. Now, this man who you're about to see, 23-year-old Nathan Gilmore of Osage, is facing charges for her murder and is currently in the Mitchell County Jail. Now, earlier tonight, KIMT News 3's Alek LaShomb spent time in Osage to learn more about him and spoke with some neighbors who live near him. And Alek, what did they have to say?
Yeah, Tyler, again, just going off of that, I spoke with neighbors in Osage who say Nathan Gilmore had moved into the neighborhood roughly 6 months ago and rented a house there. They say he mainly kept to himself and would only ever see him when he would sit on the porch. They also say the property he rented was owned by neighbors to the left of him, and added he would come and pay his rent and not say a word before heading back to the white one-story house. Gilmore also apparently had a cat, with some neighbors saying he went through multiple cats while he lived in the house. It's been more than a year since North Iowa authorities found the remains of Angela Bradbury in Mitchell County's Greenbelt Trail system, which connects Mitchell to Osage. Bradbury missed her arraignment in Cerro Gordo County in April of 2021 and was last seen driving to St. Ansgar with the man authorities believe killed her, Nathan Gilmore. In July, investigators found Bradbury's remains near the Greenbelt Trail after a teenager found a skull on a stick. Authorities eventually located the rest of Bradbury near where the skull was found. On Friday, authorities interviewed Gilmore, who changed his story several times and at one point gave an accurate description of the skull that was found near the Cedar River Greenbelt Trail. Authorities then executed several search warrants in Osage and St. Ansgar, where they found a blood-spattered satanic shrine next to a goat's head and numbers that correlated to Bradbury's case. The numbers were 0406, which is the date Bradbury was last seen, as well as the geographical coordinates of where her remains were found. On Monday, KIMT looked into Gilmore's social media activity, which revealed a lot of dark, satanic, and sexually explicit content. However, what stuck out were these two posts from March of this year. The first was this Globe Gazette article about Bradbury's remains being found. And then 5 days later, he shared this KIMT article of when a woman's body was found in the snow near an elementary school and wrote, quote, "Too early, too late. 20-year-old woman found within an hour drive from each other in the North Iowa, southern Minnesota region. Found after months of being dead and months of not being reported. Sounds fishy to me." End quote. And ultimately, authorities say it was his Facebook activity that led to his arrest. Investigators say his Facebook account showed 2 GPS coordinates being used within the Cedar River Greenbelt Trail the night that Bradbury was last seen. And Tyler, Gilmore's house is a 5-minute drive from the Greenbelt Trailhead.
Yeah, a lot of people clearly unnerved by this, especially in this Osage area, that we're going to continue to follow this story. Alek, thank you very much for your reporting. Again, we will continue to follow this case and give you the latest as it happens. Authorities say this is still very much an open case and they're actively investigating. And they ask that if you have any information that can help in this investigation, you're asked to contact the Mitchell County Sheriff's Office.